We're the fourth grade class at All Saints Episcopal Day School, and we're here to teach you about recycling. As a part of our class, Action Research, we chose to study a part of our community that is important to us.
At the beginning of the school year, in September, we were really interested in learning about the ways Hoboken has taken charge to be a greener city. Hoboken has been doing a lot to make our community more green.
The town has added rain gardens and new bike lanes, banned the use of single-use plastic bags, and continues their composting program, to name a few. In the fall of 2019, Hoboken switched back to dual-stream recycling as well. Not only did that save our town money, but it's another way our community can strive to help the environment.
With the start of the new recycling program, we wanted to know more.
Why did Hoboken switch to dual-stream recycling?
Is this system of recycling better?
What should be recycled?
How are things recycled?
All year we worked to answer our questions and we wanted to share it with you.
Recycling is important. It is a way to take trash and turn it into new products without creating more plastic, glass, or other materials. One thing we have learned is that recycling is the key to creating less trash for our world.
There are two different forms of recycling, single and dual-stream. Single-stream recycling is a method of recycling which allows paper, cardboard, plastic, glass, and metal to be mixed together for pickup. This is the easiest method for people since they don't have to separate the recyclables.
One of the negatives of single stream is many recyclables collected never make it to their next life because of contamination. For example, paper ends up with metals and centers have trouble sorting and reusing the paper material because it gets wet. Then these contaminated items are sent to a landfill instead of being recycled.
Dual-stream recycling is a method of recycling where materials are separated based on what they're made of. This means keeping materials like paper and cardboard in separate bins and include glass, plastic, and aluminum. This method is seen as better for the environment, but is more difficult for everyday people since it takes more effort.
Even though it may take a little more work, dual-stream recycling leads to lower levels of contaminated materials. That means there is more material to successfully repurpose, which ends up saving money in the long run.
In fact, this is one of the main reasons Hoboken chose to switch. By switching to dual stream, the city of Hoboken saves $200,000 annually.
One reason dual stream is important is because each material goes through a different recycling process. Here's how it works. The process isn't quite as complicated for aluminum as it is for some other materials. The cans are first shredded and then melted. From there, the aluminum can be used to make new cans and other aluminum items.
Paper starts its recycling process by being mixed with water and other chemicals to break it down. It then gets shredded and heated up. This process eventually turns the paper into a pulp or slurry. The pulp gets strained in order to remove any glues or plastics. After that, it gets cleaned and bleached to remove any leftover inks or dyes. Finally, the pulp is ready to be made into new paper.
There are a lot of types of plastics, and each type is made from a different combination of chemicals. As a result, plastic bottles are first sorted by their chemical type. Then they're cleaned to get rid of any leftover food or other waste. Next, the bottles are crushed or shredded into fine plastic chips. The chips can be melted down to create new plastic or turned into a fiber used for making carpets or clothing.
One of the hardest parts of changing or starting a new program is educating the public. Do you know our new recycling laws?
Your recycling should be separated into separate containers. Did you know that you can pick up additional recycling bins at the Department of Public Works for free?
You can place plastic, glass, and metal into the same bin.
Only plastic items containing the recycling numbers 1, 2, and 5 can be recycled in your plastic bin. Tip: look at the bottom of plastic food containers while you're at the supermarket. You can help reduce the use of plastic by buying items that are made with recycled plastics.
All containers should be rinsed and dried. No bottle caps and no plastic bags.
Paper, magazines, newspapers, and cardboard should be flattened and placed in a separate bin to reduce contamination.
There are many everyday items we assume we can recycle because they are made of plastic or paper. But plastic lids and straws must go in the garbage. They are often too small to be picked up by the machines at a recycling center.
Most supermarkets have a bin to drop off used plastic bags. Styrofoam, plastic bags, and boxes or cardboard with food or grease stains such as pizza boxes must be thrown in the garbage.
If you're not sure, you can remember all of these new rules. Don't worry, there's an app for that. Hoboken has an app that can help remind you not only what you can recycle, but when your recycling is being picked up.
I know this sounds like a lot, but it really is not. After interviewing City Council member Jen Giatino, we learned that changing habits can be one of the hardest parts of introducing a new system.
One recommendation Ms. Giatino had was to try and be more aware of what you buy at the store. That means before you buy something, look at the container to see if it's made of recyclable material. This will help cut down on what heads to our landfills.
While dual stream recycling is a step in the right direction, reducing is also an important aspect. We would like to encourage everyone to be a knowledgeable shopper. What does this mean? Bring your own shopping bags and use reusable produce bags, or no bag at all next time you're grocery shopping.
When deciding on an item to buy, choose the one that has less packaging or has packaging made of recyclable or compostable materials. These small steps can add up and help prevent more trash ending up in our landfills.
Hoboken is doing so many things to help our city be green. We have a few recommendations. Hoboken has numerous places to dispose of trash and recycling. They even have a map on their website.
One thing that we recommend for Hoboken is finding a way to add additional bins for dual stream recycling and composting all throughout our town. As children of the city, we feel a need to have more bins in high traffic use areas such as near parks, schools, and other streets besides main streets like Washington Street.
We appreciate Hoboken providing the community with opportunities to learn about the different programs it offers in order to contribute to a healthier environment. These include stands at farmers markets and annual Earth Day event. We hope Hoboken will continue to provide even more outreach programs to its residents in the future because education is a key factor for success.
We love our town and the different ways our city is working to help create a clean and healthy community for us. We enjoy our clean parks and getting fresh air and want to see Hoboken continue to develop as one of the forward-thinking cities in New Jersey.
We want to thank our All Saints community, teachers, administrators, and our families for supporting us through our project. Thank you to Ms. Giatino for allowing us to interview her. Thank you, everyone.